Japan will sign an agreement with the Philippines to allow Tokyo to supply military equipment to Manila. The agreement is like the first Japanese defense pact in an area where both have expressed alarms over Chinese island building and other aggressive actions in disputed waters. Philippine Defense Minister Voltaire Gazman said that the agreement to be made on Monday with the Japanese ambassador in Manila was not aimed at any country, but aimed at addressing gaps in the Philippine military's capabilities due to lack of funds. Japan is increasing its influence in the South China Sea, the most widely disputed waters in Asia, to curb China's expansion and garner broader support for its military and economic interests. Japan will send an Izumo helicopter carrier to the South China Sea to make a stopover at the ports of Southeast Asia for 3 months, then direct it to the Indian Ocean to train with the United States, according to the U.S. Naval Institute news site. Asian allies have begun to step up defense cooperation, even before strife in the West Philippine Sea. This is not aimed at any country, he said in what appeared to be an effort to avoid provocation against China. Neighbors in Asia have openly brought their security and political relations to a new level, including by conducting joint naval searches and exercises near the disputed South China Sea. "We see this warship as a multi-purpose ship," said Colin Koh, a member of maritime security researchers at Nanyang University of Technology, Singapore. "This ship can provide humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. The ship can also carry out anti-submarine tasks. Here are some messages that Japan wants to send through the deployment of this ship." According to the official Xinhua news agency, a Chinese foreign ministry spokesman, on Thursday responded to the warship's news by urging Tokyo to refrain from causing problems in the region and respecting the efforts of the countries concerned to maintain peace and stability. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe exchanged visits and vowed to intensify defense cooperation, sparking talks about a security agreement that would allow Japanese troops to hold large exercises with Philippine troops in the Philippines. The Japanese military can now defend its allies even when the country is not attacked and work more closely with the United States and other countries. The law has sparked protests and debate about whether Japan should move from a passive way to dealing with growing security challenges. Gazman said there was no discussion about defense equipment that Japan could provide, but added that the Philippine military at this time needed to increase its intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities. However, the Philippines is not permitted to resell or transfer Japanese military equipment supplied to the third country. Japanese and Australian troops are said to be participating in the annual military LATGAB joint United States-US Filipina training. As quoted from Xinhua, Tuesday, 7 August 2020, Balikatan Public Relations Director, Major Celeste Sason, said that this year's training would involve 2,600 U.S. troops and 2,800 Filipino troops. He added, besides soldiers from his country and Uncle Sam's country, there were still 80 soldiers from Australia and 20 soldiers from Japan who participated. The annual LATGAB, named Balikatan, will be held until May 19 at a number of locations in the Philippines. Philippine Defense Minister Delfin Lorenzana said the Balikatan 2020 focus was on preparation for disaster response and humanitarian assistance.